Today's date is August 7th, 2014. As you can see, this tent is here at this location. This is the location that I was brutally assaulted at on July 9th. And as a result, you can see that it's locked up. So as a result of the gang stalking of me that literally created this homelessness by stealing my rent that was mailed certified mail return receipt, USPS, and gang stalking me to my last 3 to 4 apartments in another state. I said, in motel rooms, I just threw up my hands in the air and said, well, why go through all this money when I'm just going to lose apartments and motel rooms? So I decided to go hiking. I'm gang stalked at this area that I've been at now since early November 2012. Today's date is August 7th, 2014. Now, the tent is locked up. As you can see, it's got black weatherization sheets on all sides of it, except for the bottom. Okay. It's locked up and it's also tied up. I'm getting ready to leave here to go to CVS and Rouse and then come back to this location on today's date. This video camera has a timestamp and a date stamp on it in reference to the video file that's recording right now. My statements are also being recorded in a digital running recording tape recorder as I'm speaking. I also have some property that's hidden close by out of sight. Now I want to show you something here. This shows you that my area is kept totally clean. Okay. These loose ends that you see right now are a result of them being out because I am preparing property to move the property to another hiking area. Actually 3 of them, but as a result of what happened on July 9th, 2014 at this very spot, at this very area, an assault that was literally predicted at the same exact area on a video file 2.5 days before. The assault was literally predicted by me on July 6th, 2014. At the very spot I'm standing at, and the very spot I'm standing at is where the assault took place at. Now the video prediction was made on July 6, 2014. It was uploaded on that date, and I still had the video file on the memory card. As the assault took place towards me at the very spot the video prediction was made on July 6th, the assault took place. I literally stated in the prediction video, let's see if I'm assaulted here. And at the very spot I made the video prediction at, I was literally assaulted at 2.5 days later. And the assault was caught on video. So, as a result, I'm re-deliberating my conclusions, okay, and my strategies pertaining to where I'm going to move to. See, because I got neighbors across the street, up in that gated community, and there's also neighbors up off the hill. Okay, that's right. So when I got assaulted here on July 9th, I blew this sports horn, and I was yelling, "Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!" And that's why the guy stopped assaulting me. If I move to the other areas where I've already dropped off property at, there's no neighbors. They can do anything. Rape, robbery, assaults, or all 3. That's right. Now, they're going to eventually bring about an event here that's going to motivate me to move. Either through the property owner, trespass notice, another assault, police, neighbors, and they will use anybody and everybody that they can in order to make it appear that the event that is causing me to move is being done for normal appearing reasons and legitimate excuses. They're just going to wait a while before they do it, because if they do it right very close to the July 9th assault date, it'll look obvious. And that's why I make these video predictions. This video applies for the next year. This is the 4th hiking area I've been gang stalked to. The last one was 30 miles away. And I've caught identical harassment happening around me since November 2012 here in La Jolla, since I've been camping here since November 2012. I have caught hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of events of the same exact identical verbal harassment happening around me here in La Jolla since I moved here in November 2012, that was caught in the same exact area and community that was being said around me at the other hiking area. So I can prove that I was gang stalked from that location to this one, and I was gang stalked from the previous location that I was staying at for about maybe 3 weeks. Okay, gang stalked to there. And the area that I was living at before that was right next to the San Diego FBI, where I was gang stalked at. 4 hiking areas. So do you really think that they're not going to gang stalk me to the next? They're trying to motivate me to move to these other areas because they know that I drop property off at them. How do they know it? Every morning, before I left this area to take the property that I gathered up and bagged up, okay, to take it to those areas to hide it at, okay, and then once all the property had gotten moved, I was planning on moving. On every single one of those dates that I moved property to those areas, I at least stated on running recording tape recorders, and I also made video files on each separate date. Let's see if gang stalk is set along any of my routes today in reference to where I was going at each particular day that I moved property there. And it was caught. After I left the area where the prediction was made, it was caught on the bus route that I took to go to that location, to drop the property off at the area within the location. And then once the property was dropped off, and then I went back to the bus stop, leaving the area and the location where the area was at. Right as soon as you leave that location is a bus stop. I went to the bus stop, and while I'd be waiting for the bus, I'd say, in my tape recorder that was recording, I'd say, let's see if anybody says gang stalk on this bus once it comes. The 41 bus would come, and individuals that were already on the bus would say gang stalk. So that means they knew when I left here to go to the bus stop, the 41 bus, which I caught at UCSD, okay, individuals that were already on the bus would say gang stalk on my way to the location, okay, and then I dropped the property off at the location once I got there, then go back to the bus stop to take the bus to finish what I was doing for that each particular day, and I'd make a statement as I'm standing at the bus stop, let's see if anybody says gang stalk once this bus arrives. It would arrive, I'd put my bike on the bike rack on the front of the bus, I would then board the bus, sit down, and individuals that were already on the bus would say gang stalk. In the same exact identical way that I've got it caught on all my routes happening around me. Now, the only way that they can be doing that is by tracking me in real time. GPS tracking my cell phone and physical surveillance. Now, that means they know where these areas are. Okay? I was also gaslighted with physical gestures by individuals on the trails at the locations of the areas where I drop property off at. 3 different ones. And I made verbal statements about it because I keep a log concerning everything that's going on around me. Okay? So they know where I went and dropped property off at. They knew when I was leaving those areas in order to place people on the bus route to be on the bus route by the time I got to the bus stop to catch the bus to leave the area where the location was. Okay? So they know that these areas are secluded. So what they're trying to do now is they're going to wait a little while. Maybe a month, 2 months, or maybe not. And they're going to create an event that's going to cause me to move, either stealing my property to try to psychologically motivate me to move, creating another event where the police are called, using second and third parties as witnesses. This is literally the schemes of gang stalking. I'm literally explaining to you how gang stalking operates right now. Staged events and gang stalking expeditions are called street theaters. And when they stage a street theater, they will play out specific physical theatrics and verbal theatrics as the event is beginning, as it's transpiring, and as it's ending. When they stage these events, they will also stage witnesses. Like, for instance, they can use a homeless people to assault me and then use the witness that they want to use for the event, a mother walking her infant, a person walking their dog, somebody going for a jog, a neighbor, a landscape worker, somebody's car breakdown, somebody's car broken down right off the sidewalk. They act like they heard the event, called the cops. Okay? See, the whole goal for them is to motivate me to move. So robberies, rapes, or assaults, or all 3 can take place in environments, because if I move to any of these secluded areas and these kind of events happen towards me, they can steal my phone so I can't even call the cops, okay, until they totally get away. They can steal my camera, they can steal all my money, all my IDs, okay? They can even kidnap me. They can even kill me. And who would know about it? Okay? Nobody would know about it, especially if they take my phones, my money, my ID, and my camera. I'd have to wait and walk all the way to a place to call 911, and by then they'll be long gone. Okay? And that's the whole goal. The secondary goal is to do something so traumatic that I will call the police so the syndicated cop can answer the call, because I'm still tracked and surveilled in real time by third-party observers. This is literally how gang stalking operates. Now, I'm all over the internet exposing specific San Diego police officers being involved in gang stalking, so you better be damn sure that they're never ever going to file one police report that I'm actually being gang stalked. You better be damn sure. The San Diego mayor Mayor Filner just got booted out of office for sexual harassment. San Diego police officer just got thrown in prison for multiple sexual abuses on the job. Another San Diego police officer is being literally indicted right now and prosecuted for sexual abuse and rape on the job, if memory serves me right, pertaining to the complaints against him. And the chief of police just resigned, and a new one's been appointed, and they're under federal investigation. And since gang stalking is directly connected to human trafficking rings, do you honestly think for 1 minute that the San Diego Police Department wants any more negative exposure, okay, about them? Of course they're not. And since cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking, they know that I wear a tape recorder on running on me at all times, because I've made hundreds of videos stating it. Because most of those videos were videos of me discussing what's happening to me and how I respond to it by catching evidence. Like right now, I got a tape recorder running on me right now, recording. Do you see this microphone? tape recorder is attached to a pouch on my bra. When I was arrested at SDSU, the bitch went right into my bra and took it out. Yeah. And then erased the audio file of the arrest. Yeah. Look, what I'm trying to say here, you can go to Google and YouTube and type in gang stalking or organized stalking and cyber surveillance. Email hacking, email rerouting, cell phone hacking, cell phone call rerouting. They will literally even reroute an email to them and then fake the reply pertaining to the place I'm actually sending it to, like a lawyer. We're not interested in your case, Miss Williams, sorry. This is done to make the target feel like they ain't got nowhere to run to. It's done to keep the target isolated in the victimization. They will reroute phone calls to lawyers that the target makes from their phone to them, and they'll literally pretend to be the lawyer. And that's all over the internet, okay? See, what their whole goal is to keep the target isolated in the crime until the crime can bear the motivations of why the target was picked. Human trafficking, syndicated probate control, racketeering, and insurance fraud in isolated environments they control. That's right. You would not believe what I know. You just would not believe it. It's organized crime in the system, baby cakes. So, since cyber surveillance is a methodology of their criminalities, because they want to cyber surveil all of our internet activity, email files, blogs, YouTube videos, anything and everything we're doing, and they do that for a threat assessment and a benefit analysis. They also do it in order to be able to observe how a target might be responding to what is happening to them. Okay, so if they see I got videos, which I already know they see I got videos all over the internet, of course they see it. The San Diego police at my last hiking area literally came down and handed me a printed out YouTube, a picture of one of my YouTube videos. Okay, you wouldn't believe the lying excuse they used in order to make it appear they had a normal appearing reason to know where I was hiking at. It just total, complete in-your-face bullshit. I'm literally talking about in-your-face bullshit. Literally, okay? So they know through cyber surveillance that I upload audio files of evidence, and they also have seen multiple videos of mine, hundreds of them, of me literally stating that I wear a tape recorder on me at all times, and they obviously know I got a video camera. So when they bring about a staged event towards me, no matter where I'm at any of my hiking areas, I'm permanently staying at this one for right now, and I have been. But the point I'm trying to make is that when they bring about a physical event towards me, they play it out physically and verbally. They're called street theaters, where they literally play out physical and verbal theatrics in order to make it appear on my own tape recorder, which they know it's running at all times because I literally state it's running at all times in my video files that they cyber surveil. So when they bring about a physical event, they have to make it appear that they're in my physical environment for another reason that has nothing to do with me. And then when they and then what they do is try to use the excuse that they're assaulting me or whatever because I'm taking video pictures of people for no reason. Because also what they're attempting to do is try to show a pattern of behavior on UCSD campus police reports, MTS, and the San Diego police that I'm taking video pictures of people for no reason because I got a delusional disorder because I believe I'm being gang stalked. As a result, I'm putting myself in harm's way because people are assaulting me because I'm taking video pictures of for no reason. It's bullshit. What they're doing is staging these assaults and then using that excuse so they can create this pattern on paper. Do you see what I'm saying? Because to take the syndicated probate control, they got to try and claim a target can't take care of themselves. They're homeless, which they covertly create. Okay? They then will stage these events and assaults and then blame the target for them by claiming, what are you taking a video picture of me for, bitch? Because that's what they literally do and are told what to say. Because they got to make it even appear on my own tape recorder that the assault's happening because of something I'm doing. Okay? That's why I predict what they're going to do before they do it. Case in point, go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. Look in the description of that YouTube video. You'll literally observe a blog that was written by me, and inside the blog, all you gotta do is go into the description of that YouTube video, me being assaulted, click on the blog, and you'll literally be able to see an attached PDF link that's named Assault 11. And then once you click on that within the blog, it just takes 2 clicks. 1 click to open up the blog and 1 click to scroll down to observe the attached PDF link that's titled Assault 11. You click on that and guess what opens up? A printed out and scanned email literally showing that I predicted that assault 11 days before it occurred. Now, an assault took place towards me at a bus stop on August 17, 2011. That assault was predicted in an email file within 2 weeks before it occurred, and I even named a place that it would occur at, bus stops. Okay? Then the third assault that took place right across the street from here by an individual that was seen by me talking to at least 2 to 3 other individuals on 3 separate dates and one of those individuals was caught pertaining to the Thanksgiving event. He assaulted me right across the street. That assault was predicted 8 hours before it occurred in an audio file. Okay, that morning, and then when I came back to this area and location is when he showed up 8 hours later, and so it was predicted again by me 90 seconds before it occurred as I was riding my bike on the sidewalk and I spotted him. I then sat on the ledge, okay, and then within 30 seconds before he approached me to assault me, I predicted it again as well. So that assault was predicted 3 times in one day before it occurred in an audio file. And then the July 9th assault that took place towards me here was predicted 2 days before in a video file. All 4 assaults have been predicted. All of them have been predicted on audio file. 2 were predicted in video file, and 1 was predicted in a, in fact, the January 30th assault was predicted in a video file as well, because I had the video camera running. I said, let's see if he comes over here and bothers me, and he came over and assaulted me. That's right. You would not believe the evidence I got. 4 assaults, all 4 of them predicted before they occurred. Okay, so you know, anybody, and then I got 800 audio files of individuals getting around me everywhere I go every single day and saying gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, weird, crazy, oh my god, gang stalk, and another word that's got the initial CH. Why are they saying that around me? Are they baiting me to talk about it in the court? Yeah, baby. Okay, so, you know, my name is Leslie Williams. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth, predict what they're going to do before they do it, how they're going to do it, and how they're even going to act. Okay? I'm in San Diego, California. Just go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Evidence of Gang Stalking, Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalking, Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Flat Out Evidence of Gang Stalking. Use these different keywords, because then you'll be able to bring up different videos in reference to how they're stored online, because these are YouTube titles. There's also blogs online that show a whole slew of YouTubes in one blog that show the same exact identical verbal harassment happening around me everywhere I go, and it's all predicted. It's all predicted every day. I predicted in a digital tape recorder that it's going to be caught or being set around me on the tape recorder once I leave here. And I even predicted again on a separate audio file after I get up and leave this area, and then I'll start a new audio file and predict it again on that one. Okay. So what I do is predict what's going to be said and done around me before I even get to the environments where it's going to happen at. I even predict how it's going to happen, like the July 16, 2014 event that happened at UCSD. I literally predicted that. A guy threatened to punch me in the face for coughing at the bike rack, and I literally predicted that I would be either assaulted or harassed at the bike rack. Can you believe that? I mean, these people are so lame to keep doing what they're doing. So the key thing here is to remember 2 things. They're going to try and attempt to say that I'm being assaulted because I'm taking video pictures, because I'm delusional, because I think I'm being gang stalked, even though the evidence is completely overwhelming. And they're going to try and make it appear that well, that's actually 2 in 1. See, the whole goal in these expeditions is to make the target homeless, gang stalk them before, during, and after the homelessness is created, motivate the target themselves to call the police by assaulting them. Then the syndicated cops come out and they act like they don't know what gang stalking is. Yeah, baby. Sure they do. That way they can bait you to open up about it while they're recording your statements, so they can then take the recording and use that as a complementary tool to their falsified police reports. Miss Williams is delusional. She thinks she's being stalked by people she don't know. And then when they repeat these events over time, they then later attempt to show a long period of mental illness as a result of the police reports having different dates and different police officers. That's right, baby cakes. These are the schemes of gang stalking. Think about this. How could I have gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk crazy being said around me in the same exact identical way on 3 university campuses and at multiple businesses? Do you really think that's an accident? Go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes UCSD, Learning Disabled Woman Exposes SDSU, Learning Disabled Woman Exposes USD, and gang stalking. And you'll hear it being said around me if you listen. Just go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalking at Arby's, Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalking at Arby's again, Learning Disabled Woman catches gang stalking at Jack in the Box. 3 separate Jack in the Boxes, same exact identical verbal harassment happening around me in each one. I got 800 audio files to prove it. So we're gonna see. Now you gotta remember here. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now in closing. Whenever they stage an event, whether it's at a business, a bus route, a bus stop, at this area, at a university, or at a public library, or at a library on a university campus, or on any place on a university campus, whenever they stage these events, these people are told how to act verbally and visually, because they know I always wear a running tape recorder on me, and they know I got a camera. So they got to make it appear that what's happening to me is my fault, or that it's happening to me because of another reason. And if they're not comfortable with that, they'll literally try to make it appear that it's happening to me because that the person who's assaulting me or harassing me has got a mental illness. If they can't imply I got one, they'll imply they do. So they can chalk it off to make it appear that what's happening to me does not have purpose, intention. Oh, he just did that towards you, Leslie, because he's drunk, or because he's a neighborhood troublemaker, or because he's a drug addict, or because he's crazy. Do you see what I'm saying? This is literally how they operate. Literally. I mean, look, I got so much experience pertaining to being a target of this crime. I literally can predict what they do, and they literally do it because they're stupid. All right, I'm in San Diego, California, and because they got a lot of confidence. They believe that if they give me evidence that I predict, that I'll feel confident and bait me to attempt to find a lawyer to file a lawsuit so they can pipeline my case before a syndicated judge who will throw out the evidence and call me crazy. That's right. Judges are all over the internet in reference to them being participants in this organized crime syndicate of gang stalking. Just go to Google and type in lawyers in gang stalking, police in gang stalking, judges in gang stalking, doctors in gang stalking, universities in gang stalking, businesses in gang stalking, landlords and property owners in gang stalking. Cross-reference all the material that comes up and you will see that I'm telling you the truth. Today's date is August 7th, 2014. Let's see if I come back to this area today and there's any property missing, damaged, or stolen. That includes a property that's hidden close by out of sight. Let's see if I am assaulted. And guess what? They did another thing. There's a little trail that I gotta walk on to get up out of here, okay? Well, once you start walking up this trail to get up on out of here towards the sidewalk, somebody set 3 bags of groceries about 5 feet away from where I got some property hidden at. That's been hidden there for 2 years. So why is that there? Is it a prop to bait me to go get it? And that way, maybe one of the little freaks that have yelled gang stalk from up there can say they saw me take it. Then a homeless guy comes and says, "Did you steal my groceries?" You would not believe the lengths that these freaked out fucks will go to. Literally. I mean, you just would not believe the lengths that these people go to. And by the way, go to Google and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes How MTS Assault Video is Altered." Have a nice day.